Good morning.
Hey, is this David or Harrison?
This is Harrison. David is also sitting in. I'm going to go ahead and conduct the interview, though, if it's all right by you.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get started, I wanna kind of preface the beginning of this with, I'd like to have a good kind of gentlemanly discourse. I'm not into name calling or insulting
No,
each
neither
other,
am I.
mudslinging.
I expect politeness, and I would give it in return.
Fantastic. Now let me get your name straight. We're speaking with Wayne. Is that correct?
Yep, Wayne Chipman.
Wayne Chipman.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm Harrison, more formally or commonly known as fucking Harrison, but and I do want to give a quick notice. We are broadcasting. And
okay.
On that note, I'd like to apologize to our listeners. It's allergy season for me, so if I'm a little sniffly or congested or kind of stopped up, I do apologize.
No problem.
So, if you're keen, I'd like to get started here.
Sure.
So, Wayne here, Wayne Chipman. I'm interviewing here today, and Mr. Chipman, you are what is commonly known as a flat earther. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, that's a good enough description.
Okay, I can refer to you in that fashion. You won't be insulted.
No, not at all.
Okay, fantastic. I know I've asked you. I know I've asked you already, but I'm gonna ask you again.
Sure.
To what end? Why are we being lied to? I mean, go ahead and expound on that for me for a minute.
The final end play?
Yes.
The final end play is so everyone buys into the coming great deception.
Which
is? This is all about.
The coming great deception. Tell me about that.
It's the space aliens that are demons playing as space aliens. That's the coming great deception.
All right.
That's what this is all about.
The space alien demons. All right. I'll be very, very clear
demons,
here.
But they're pretending they're space aliens.
Right.
Is what they will be doing when they come here.
I'll be very clear here. I am definitely somebody who believes in the existence of other life and other worlds with more civilized creatures, beings on them. But that statement right there kind of that goes against what you said earlier about us being unique and special.
We are unique.
Well,
and special.
But earlier in the interview, you said that we are unique and special and alone. And now
alone
you've basically,
as far as no other species of human. Okay, there's not other planets with other humans or other space creatures on them.
Okay, so there are other, I guess you could say, aliens, non-human life forms in the
non-human
universe.
creations, yes.
Okay, so where did these guys come from
They're
then?
the demons of the Bible is what they are.
Oh, so are these some ethereal, formless creatures that are taking over humans, or?
They can take form.
Okay.
They live in another dimension than we do.
Oh. Okay. And you say these are biblical. These are alien demons that are spoken of or told of from the Bible.
Well, the Bible tells you what they are and what they're going to do without the alien issue being brought up. The Bible speaks of the deception and what these creatures are going to be doing to us real soon. But it doesn't really delve into they're going to play off of space aliens. It doesn't go completely into every last detail.
Okay. So, getting back to the point here, what are they going to do to us? What are these demonic aliens going to do to humanity as a whole?
Well, in the end run, they want to kill us all.
For why? If they're basically controlling us and turning us all into puppets.
The ones that are stuck down here hate us.
Okay, so they want to.
They've been stuck here for 6,000 years.
They want to kill us. They want to wipe the earth of us, and then do what?
Well, basically, they're wiping it. They're trying to destroy us to get back at the Creator.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again for me, Wade?
They want to destroy us to basically get back at the Creator because they know their time is short. They are going to be destroyed.
Oh, and since we are, God's favorite creation, they are going to basically give him the bird and kill us, just as spite.
It's what they've been doing for a long time. Why do you think we have all our wars?
So these
Good people don't want to just leave their home and go kill other people.
Well, not civilized people, hopefully, but then again, I don't live in the Middle East or Africa, where some people aren't as civilized.
No, some people are not civilized, and that's why. That's basically what we're living in as a testing grounds. If you really get down to the nitty gritty of it.
So, Wade, when do you think that this is going to happen? When do you think these demonic space aliens are going to fully present themselves and kill all of humanity?
No one knows the day. I can't put a time on it. I've been feeling it was going to happen any time now, and it still could. They've been basically prepping humanity with everything on the media and everything. They're prepping humanity for these people showing themselves. They're speaking of CERN opening a gateway to other dimensions. That big hadron collider. I don't know if you've heard anything about that.
I have.
But they talk of it opening other dimensions. Stephen Hawking was talking about it, and a few others have. And they're starting to prep humanity to accept these creatures coming here.
Well, I'm glad that you don't have that you're not claiming to know the date. The end time. I'm glad that you're not. There are too many kooks out there who claim to have that inside knowledge.
No, nobody has that knowledge. The best I can tell you is, near as I firmly believe it's going to happen in my lifetime. And I'm 55 years old, so within the next 20 years, I would say it's going to happen. I believe it's going to be a lot sooner, just with the way world events are playing out. We're seeing, the Bible speaks of the burden of Damascus, and it's the fact that Damascus, our oldest city in existence, is going to be turned to a wasteland of rubble that won't be inhabited. Well, that's being done right before our eyes right now to anyone who wants to, research a little and see what's actually being done to Damascus. And before Assad lets them murder him like they did at Gaddafi and Hussein, he will unleash everything he has on Israel, and Israel will nuke Damascus.
You're talking about the next big world war.
Well, it's going to be a prelude to that. This Middle East event will. It's not going to be the Third World War. It's just going to lead up to it.
Wade, I'd like to go back here a minute, and I have a question, and it's going to sound a little humorous, but I'd definitely like you to answer as truthfully as possible.
Sure.
Do you think Donald Trump is one of these demonic space aliens?
No, most of them are behind the curtains, and Trump has a little too much humor in him. Now, if you really want to know one who I think might be one, it's Hillary Clinton. When you watch these live newscasts and they start talking about death and stuff, that you'll see them pixelate their eyes.
I've seen a few pictures. There's a gal, Pelosi, recently. I think I saw an image of, and I imagine if anybody was watching Hillary's acceptance speech for her, or her congratulatory speech for her win last night, I'm sure somebody could find a pixelated image or two that would kind of speak to what you're talking about here.
Yeah, they're there. I've seen it enough on live TV. CNN almost lets some of it through too. They're in control of the media, so you can't pinpoint, well, yes, this is one, this isn't. It just, you get the feeling they are. And just how, a lot of these politician creatures are just evil beings. It's disgusting what they're doing to us as humans. But that's just part of the whole scenario that's playing out.
Well, Wade, I'd like to kind of close out here and get an opinion from you. Given your knowledge here, what you believe in the flat Earth, and that NASA is just one big cover-up after another, and we are soon to be consumed and destroyed by space demons. What can we do to combat this? Is there anything we can do to combat this?
No, we're if humanity would rise up, we would destroy the whole banking system and start back to what it should be. There should be no credit. Credit makes us all slaves. But part of their tactic has been to divide and conquer. There's no way that humanity is going to rise up as a whole. I mean, we outnumber these creatures that control our money and the religious system. We outnumber them 100 to 1 or 1,000 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
But it would take us rising up as a group, and it's not about to happen, no. I don't believe that's going to happen. Best you can do, my opinion right now, and this is what I tell everyone, buy food. It's going to be the new gold soon.
Food. So
In
stock
8 years,
up your
it's
pantries,
doubled.
everybody.
Yeah, in 8 years, food has doubled. Go back 8 years, and food costs half what it does today.
Well, Wade, I've appreciated having you on the show today. Thank you.
It's nice talking to you, Harrison. I really enjoyed that. And I imagine you got my number since I called. If you guys ever want to invite me to talk again, I can talk about other subjects too, But no, this has been enjoyable. And hopefully one or two listening might think and just go do a little research on their own.
We do. Right now we have 5 listeners, and I would assume that 1 or 2 are some of our regular listeners. As I said, we are broadcasting live. We are going to, Wade, take this audio, clean it up, and post it on our website, echoplexmedia.com. So feel free to listen to it. Also, if you're keen to have a rough cut of the unedited audio of this interview, by all means, get in contact with Dave, and he'd be happy to give you the file.
Oh, cool. Okay. I might do that. I've got actually a good time to cut it off. I've got to get back. I got 16 windows to paint.
Well,
so,
Wade, I'll leave you with this in regard to your invitation to calling you. If you have free time, Sunday evenings, 9 p.m. Pacific time, we start our big show, The Plex. Go ahead and tune in, listen to us. If you're keen to call in, you've got our number, and we accept calls throughout the whole show. So if there's a topic that we've hit on that you're interested in, by all means, give us a call.
Oh, yeah, I believe me, there's many topics I'm interested in, so we'll probably be talking to each other again.
Now, I will preface that invitation with you will be calling into a panel. There are 5 of us on the show. That's including me. And some of us do drink. So you may not have the relaxed kind of atmosphere
me and you had.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, Harrison, it sure is nice to meet you.
Wade, it was a pleasure. Thank you for calling us.
And thank you for taking my call. You have a good day, buddy.
And to you, sir.